Another 7 unpopular opinions you're gonna hate me for. Number 7. Bruno Fernandes is still not that guy. Sorry folks, I know the popular thing to do now has become hyping him up, hence unpopular opinion. Duh. But for someone like Paul Pogba to say that if he was in the Man City team he'd be a Ballon d'Or contender? No. Bruno for me doesn't have the football intelligence to be a starer in a team who dominate possession and play on the front foot. And yes, starer, not starter. He's good enough to start for them, yes, but he's gonna have to show a lot more of range to his passing outside freeing runners into empty land, and that is when I believe he'd get found out. Number 6. Antoine Griezmann deserved the golden ball at the 2022 World Cup. Antoine Griezmann was the player of the tournament in Qatar. Shut your hole. Man of the match against Australia, arguably the same against Denmark, inarguably the same against England, solid as a rock against Poland, same too for Morocco, and yes, the final against Argentina damn sure wasn't his best game, but he still wasn't terrible. Where'd you lot get that from? Number 5. The enormous downside to the Messi and Ronaldo comparisons. In other words, comparing Messi and Ronaldo's separate attributes has at times led us to underrate the lesser player in question and at times even overrate the better player in question. I'm gonna start with what is for me the most obvious example. Messi is the greatest dribbler the game has ever seen, but facts remain that Cristiano Ronaldo is up there with the top 20 greatest dribblers of all time. And to be fair, much like Messi's dribbling, Ronaldo's work ethic shouldn't really be compared to anyone. But of course, that's not how all this works. And this has basically led some to believe that Messi apparently doesn't work hard. Are you serious? Number 4. Arsene Wenger was miles better than Jurgen Klopp. So Klopp took over a team with a comparatively limited amount of resources and turned them into serial title contenders. But to be honest, you can kinda say the same thing about Arsene Wenger. Klopp went head to head and toe to toe with arguably the greatest Premier League side of all time. You can say the same thing about Arsene Wenger. Klopp more often promoted younger unproven players and unlocked their true potential. You can say the same thing about Arsene Wenger. And this is the difference, my friends. Unlike Klopp, Wenger came into a country that was steeped in a certain tradition and basically revolutionized their diet, training methods, and approach to professionalism. Unlike Klopp, Wenger holds the record for being the most successful manager in the oldest footballing competition in the world. Unlike Klopp, Wenger came in and right away had to compete with a team and manager who were already stable and dominant at the very top. And unlike Klopp, Wenger came into a side as relatively unknown and left as the greatest manager in the club's history. Number 3. Cristiano Ronaldo deserved the 2007 Ballon d'Or. Unlike the Champions League where both individuals were pretty much neck and neck until the last 4, Kaká's domestic form that year is one of the things people very seldom mention. Kaká finished 4th with Milan, 36 points off the top. Ronaldo finished 1st with United, 6 points clear from 2nd. Kaká totaled 8 goals and 7 assists in 31 games for Milan. Ronaldo totaled 17 goals and 14 assists in 34 games for United. Kaká went on 2 extended dry spells, including one where he failed to score in 11 games for Milan. Ronaldo on his own led the charts for most goals, assists, shots and crosses for United. And then factor in the pair's respective forms in the domestic cup competitions, Kaká playing only 2 games and blanking in both, while Ronaldo was once again his side's best player, taking his team to the FA Cup final